Macmillan Audio presents The Cairo Affair by Olen Steinhauer. Read for you by Edoardo Ballerini. Collection Strategies. On February 19, 2011, 2 days after the Day of Revolt, the first kidnapping occurred in London. And over the following 72 hours, similar scenes occurred in Brussels, Paris, and New York. In only 3 days, 5 politically active Libyan exiles vanished from the face of the earth. Yusuf al-Juali, Abdurrahim Zargoon, Walid Belaj, Abdel Jalil, and Mohammed el-Kaib. Word of these abductions reached Langley along the usual paths. Updates from the cousins, intercepted emails, news feeds, and worried reports from friends and colleagues. Yet the computer algorithms somehow missed the possibility that they were part of a single event. It took a researcher in the Office of Collection Strategies and Analysis, Jibril Aziz, to see the connection. As a native Libyan who had been reared on the anxieties of his family's political exile, he was primed to find connections where others wouldn't be looking. And his enthusiasm sometimes meant that he found connections where they didn't actually exist. Jibril worked in the original headquarters building in an office the size of 3. For in 1991, a contractor had altered the penitentiary-like 1950s design by bringing down 2 walls, finally connecting all the members of the North Africa section of Collection Strategies. Jibril was one of 15 analysts in that long room, each half hidden behind cubicle walls, and occasionally they coalesced at one end to puzzle over the decade-old coffee maker and joke about their view, which was largely obscured by sculpted rhododendron bushes, though if they stood on tiptoe, they could catch sight of the busy parking lot. At 33, Jibril was the youngest analyst in Collection Strategies. Before coming across the disappearances on Tuesday, February 22nd, Jibril had spent his lunch break eating a meal packed by his wife, Inaya, and verifying the translation of a just-broadcast speech by Muammar Gaddafi, who had rambled for more than an hour in a diatribe against rats and agents, and rats and cats, and those rats who've taken the tablets. If they're not following Gaddafi, who would they follow? Somebody with a beard? Impossible. The people are with us, supporting us. These are our people. I've brought them up. Everywhere they are shouting slogans in support of Muammar Gaddafi. After this depressing chore, he tried to divert himself with the Libya-related reports that had come in over the transom, searching for something, anything, to buoy his spirits. This was how he came across the disappearances. And when he read of them, he felt as if a light had been turned on. Finally, something palpably real after the fantasy mutterings of a dictator. He was excited in the aesthetic way that all researchers are when they've discovered connections where previously nothing existed. Yet there was more. There was Stumbler. To reach his direct supervisor, Jibril had to walk down the corridor, steeling himself against the sharp aroma of disinfectant, and climb a set of noisy stairs, then wait in Jake Copeland's anteroom, often chatting with researchers from the Europe and South America sections, as they all waited for a word with the boss. Because of the state of the world, the Asia section had recently begun reporting directly to Copeland's superior, so beyond the weekly reports and bi-weekly meetings that brought the whole world together, no one really knew what was happening in that part of the globe. "They're doing it," Jibril said once he'd gained access. He spread 5 pages across Copeland's desk, each with a photo, 10 lines of bio, and the circumstances of the man's disappearance. "It? Stumbler, Jake."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?